Welcome to Love Them Knives channel, LTK. Are you seeing a lot of rake knives coming up on my channel? Well, yeah, because we got to do when I got bugs walking on. Did you see that bug walk across my table? You son of a... rake knives on my channel. Now he got me all freaked out. And it's, rake spelled R-U-I-K-E. Yeah, there's phonics for you. Works every damn time. Steel frame lock knife with the 14C28N Sandvik steel P135-SF. I saw this. I go, mucho good. I mean, I really like it. I just, the design is so great. So what are you calling it? Modified sheep's foot, strangely reversed tanto. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's got a pretty high grind on it, so you could slice, and it's got a belly to it. Yet it's got a pretty strong reinforced tip up here through that grind, the swedge that's going all these different directions, right? Satin grind, obviously. And, nicely kind of contoured steel handle. I mean, you got some machining going on there. Check out the hardware. Look at that. I mean, this is not some ugly old cap screw, right? It's nicely done. Nicely machined. Looking good. I mean, these are cap screws, but they're nice and shiny. So they look good. Fairly deep carry pocket clip, and it's milled into the handle here, so you got two screws holding on to it. Good Lord, it shouldn't let go. And it's very nicely done. I mean, it's not sticking up. It comes up and then it curves, that way. It's not intrusive. I know I throwed it in my pocket and it slides on in. Not too stiff. You know what I'm saying? Just about right. Here's your little lockout for your lock bar. In case you want to keep this to make sure that this is not going to disengage. See? Now it's not. And now you can disengage it and flip it closed. Let's check it out. It's perfectly centered. And what great action. And I'll tell you what, there ain't no damn detent at all on these things. These are just like the real steel knives and Bestech knives and stuff. The detent is not that strong, which makes it really easy for them to flip because the bearings are so nice on this. It just flies right out. But yes, you can fail it real easy because the bearings are not that, the detent's not that strong. So you can always... But, oh man, it just flips really nice. And if you really want to open it gravity ways, you can do it that way too. How about this way? Yes. And reverse grip on this knife, really nice. The ergos are really good on this knife. See where the choil area is up here for your fingers, and then coming out to a palm swell. Just... kind of fills your hand up back in here, gives you something to protect your finger from going forward, more of a tactical kind of design thing. But, it'll work for piercing, also work for cutting, but, you got the flipper tab here. So, as it goes with flippers, so, you can just see how that goes. It's the way it is with flippers. Nice action. Really love the design. Good quality, good fit and finish. Nice and smooth all the way around here. Is there a left-hand carry option for this? No. It's tip up only. Right hand. Black G10 backspacer. You notice that? But it does that way tube and enclose the lanyard hole. So that's good. Smooth and beautiful. See, this came out a little bit later. This one, the 128, See, a little harpoon-ish. And this is the blacked out model that just came out. But if you get the 128SF, it's like this. Only it's this design blade. See? They're both steel handles, contoured, frame lock, lockout, that kind of thing. Interesting though. You know, and rake knives have G10 liner lock ones, G10 liner lock ones, you know, that are different. And they have the little lockout up here on top. Some of them do, dual thumb studs, that kind of thing. Cool looking knife there. And, you know, my old P121, first love on the rake design, almost like a Quaking look. Good looking knife, open, you know. This is what got me started on the rake knives. P21, 121. G, and it's green, and it's tactile. So, you know, they make their knives in G10, they make them in steel, just a nice variety of different knives. Oh, well, I got a little paperwork. This is from the Phoenix site, you know, Phoenix Flashlights people. This is their line of knives, of course. Phoenix rake knife. Did I keep going back to Ruike, don't I? Rake knives. Jeez, I'll never get away from that. My brain just folded in on it, and now I have to consciously say rake. And $64.95, but that's, you know, nah. You know, you can get these, I think, for, you know, 56, 7, something like that. I mean, they're not as expensive as it says here. This is like suggested from the manufacturer. Nobody ever sells for suggested. And this is your pause and read. You know, you got a 420 stainless steel handle, stone washed. It is comfortable. And you got your Beta Plus safety lock that's on there. And your Sandvik steel 14C28N. Total length 4.5 inches, 3.6 inch blade. So, yeah. Almost 6 ounces. Yeah, it's not light. And, you know, your little schematic, if you want, for pause and read purposes, kind of gives you that breakout. And then some people seem to like it. I mean, like, amazing, better than some of my $80 to $100 knife, blah, blah, blah. You know, what do you get to say? Yeah. I totally agree. Yes, I'm down that road. Already walked that road. And it's sharp. Oh, man. Do you need to ask? That is really a nice sharp knife. I'm really liking it. I like the design. I've never, how should I say this? I've never usually been a big fan of steel handles. And you know why? Because they're heavy. I mean, actually, in a way, as far as a carry knife, I mean, kind of that everyday, all-around carry knife that you're just going to use, okay? You're not going to cherish. You're not going to put it in a little glass case. It's not going to be a drawer queen. The steel is a lot tougher stuff than titanium. Now, yeah, there's a lot to be said for G10. I like G10 a lot when it comes to everyday carry stuff. But what do you think? I mean, it's a little on the heavy side, but let's check out the interiors. Oh, yeah. See? They do this on a lot of their knives, especially the steel handle ones. They skeletonize them. So it helps with the weight, because this would easily be well over 6 ounces, you would think. It's a pretty good sized knife. It's not a small knife, you know. It's bigger than a lot of your standard EDC stuff. So let's just throw this on the scale. If we can keep this in camera, 5.8 ounces. And grams, 164. So it's not super light, okay? 5.8 ounces is exactly like 2 ounces heavier than this, you know, that kind of thing, or than this. So, you know, let's see how it compares with the old grip, full-size grip, pivot to pivot. It's a little bit bigger knife. Yeah, no question. Change your angle on here a little bit so you can get a better perspective. It's a bigger knife. Bigger knife than the full-size grip. But I love that grip. That's a good knife. Let's get Hollywood out here. Hollywood, come on. So you got the Para 3. Click. Yeah, it's bigger than the Para 3. Flip it around. It's a bigger knife than the Para 3. Not a lot bigger, but it's some. And it's definitely heavier. Blade stock, it looks pretty similar. Pretty similar, but the overall thickness here looks a little heavier than the Para 2 would be. And let's check that out real quick, actually. Yeah, 0.133, that's pretty good blade stock. 3.4, maybe it was like 3.5 originally, you know, blade stock. And let's see if I can get away from the other parts. 11.6 millimeters, 0.456, you know, not as fat as I thought it would be. What if I've got it on the fattest part? I think I do. Wow. I'm surprised it's not like full half inch. So it's not that fat in the handle. Blade height is pretty good. Blade stock thickness is pretty good. It's sharp. Lockup is pretty sturdy. And you got the lockout. Action's great. Detent is fairly, you know, just kind of that middle of the road that you get with, let's see, watch this. I can bounce it off to stop, like that. That's how the detent's just not that incredibly strong, but it's not scary weak. You know, it's, yeah, it's not that weak. Yes, you got to snap it hard to pull it out. So it's not that bad. It's what I like in this kind of a knife. And it's just so much like the Real Steel knives. And I love the Real Steel knives. Me loves them a lot. And this is that liner lock. This is the Thor Special Edition T101. But you know, wow. Same type of steel. So does this lead you down that road of thinking, wonder if Phoenix has Real Steel, which is AKA Sanrenmu, make their knives? Because you think they're going to set up a whole new factory just to run some knives? Especially initially coming out with just so many models and stuff. So it makes you think there's an OEM, somebody back there, you know, contracting, doing these knives. Just saying. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it sure makes you think about it when you get knives like this, and then you look at the other rake knives that seem so much, you know, similar. The lockout, excuse me, you know, just saying, there's a lot of similarities there, and the feel of the action, the detent level, just so much that's so familiar. Just saying. I think I've probably stuck you around long enough, huh? But I just wanted you to get a good look at this P135-SF. I just, you know, I think I'm liking it better than the 128. And if you've seen my review on the 128-SF, it's a good looking knife. There's no question about that. But this one, there's just, I mean, and the harpoon blade here, yeah, I like that too. I don't know, it's a tough choice now. But this is really different. And but it's really a comfortable knife in the hand. I mean, comfortable. You know, you got your jimping up here, a little bit of a thumb ramp type deal going on here. Notice the choil here for sharpening, so that kind of gets out of your way a little bit. I mean, they thought about a few things: lanyard hole, deep carry clip, lockout, thumb ramp, little jimping on that, choil up here for sharpening, you know, strengthening the tip up here. Yeah. Also, milling out a lot of material to lighten it up, keep it under 6. A lot of things they thought about. Good contouring, nice, smooth. Yeah, just don't grease your hands up too much. You're never going to hold on to this. This is way smooth, but I get you. But that's what you get with a steel handle. In any case, hey, as we ponder, I'm going to let you go. Follow me on Instagram. I usually put upcoming, newly arrived knives on my Instagram, just for everybody to get a little looky-see. So my Instagram is in the description section. You can click on that, go to my Instagram, follow me. If you post a lot of knives and stuff, I'll follow you. And subscribe if you'd like. Giveaways. Got to be a subscriber to win. Table sales, craziness, in action, all kinds of different knives. It's out of control. Because you know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.